So, hello everyone, this is In Song Hwang, A-Dan player in Europe. I started the Tygem game again. I was too busy to play a game, so I couldn't make it. Okay, let me set it again. Okay, and I have some time now because it is the breaking season between seasons, so I'm doing it again. Okay. So I'm playing against Tygem 5 Dan. I'm still 5 Dan because I haven't played games, but sooner or later, I think after like 5-6 games, I would promote to like 7 Dan in Tygem and see how it goes. Okay, opening started properly, which is quite rare in Tygem, but this time it is. So good. Okay, black attach it. White can tenuki to play elsewhere, but personally I really like to extend here because after extension this cross attach can be very powerful, so I like to use it. So when black plays this pincer, if I touch, because this does look like the proper move, but then after touching, black extend and this cross attach will be disappeared. So you better not to touch, but just go out like that. Then as long as white is out like this, white is okay, and this cross attach will be available very severely. So I need to take care of it immediately, but black didn't. So when black played pincer, you may feel like, oh, I need to react right away because my opponent asked what me to do. Would I jump or attach, enter or counter pincer? But you don't need to. You can just go on your way, like this. That is so powerful. Okay, so I always inform my my student not to make this shape. Okay, that is always troublesome. So black couldn't connect because connect then I can go out here. So play here, but I can take this, which is so big, and it can make this white group stable. And after capturing, black still need an answer. But if black answers, I can come from this direction, and if black doesn't play, then block is sent there. So it's like a dilemma. Okay? That kind of dilemma. If you give it, then you can win more games. It's like forcing me to answer, but I don't need to because I can save it separately, and the middle two stone is light. So often, the Korean players, they are aggressive. So instead of finding solution on their side, I believe that the solution was just extending here to weaken this group and go smoothly, but black tries to find a solution with this harsh way, but that must be too much. How to handle? There are a couple of ways. I don't need to play, but maybe it's not really meaningful to continue because even if my opponent makes the connection, it's not really big enough. So I can leave it and come from this direction. Okay. Because even if I cut, I cannot attack these 3 stones, only this, but I cannot attack this group too, so I don't need to. I already took my opponent's corner. It's supposed to be black's corner, right? But with this cross attach, I took this corner, so I don't need to continue anymore. Okay. This is an old way. This attack is the new way. I would probably explain this later. Okay. This attack is the new move. Okay. It seems that my opponent did not update. Okay, black like they are. Okay. I should leave it, keep leaving it like this. Exchange, send the moves. Okay, and maybe extending to this direction looks reasonable, which blocks this meaning. Even if black plays an extra move to threat this 2, I would just leave it, because taking that 2 stone itself doesn't mean much, but because black split this, maybe black can make it big, so that should be black's aim, but black cannot make it. This one, I think I should show a good move after exchange. My opponent is forcing me to just answer, because it is just one good center exchange, my opponent can make it. But instead of this one, I want to use this cutting point. So to use this cutting point, this attach looks like the good one. Attach first to cut, to let black connect, and then atari. Okay, let me go on this way, like this. Okay. Maybe it wasn't really necessary to do. Okay. If black answers to this one, then I still need an answer anyway. Okay. If black plays this one, that looks like the proper tenuki. Okay, that's unusual. Okay. After this one, kick is the proper response, and jump. Okay, but just jump. Looks a bit slow. Attach once. Okay, and I don't want to continue playing there. This is so big. Okay, but my opponent didn't play. I may just play this one. It is big. Okay. Okay. After here, probably my opponent plans to attach like this to cut. That can be annoying too. Not really. So to play here is an option, or jump once. Okay. Why not? Jumping. Black can attach and split, but that splitting position isn't good, so I wouldn't mind. Okay, my opponent tenuki. Oh, that is big. Okay, how should I handle this in a good way? Okay, I would do it just below. It's like I play knight move, and my opponent made this bad exchange, so I want to collect it. Okay, since I took my opponent's corner, I should be ahead by point, and because I have more points, my opponent must have more thickness and more potential, but we cannot say that, is it? So that's why I believe that the game is okay for me. That exchange doesn't look like necessary exchange, which weakened this black's group. Okay, black entered. After entering, in general, touching on the top is the proper way, but it isn't bad. But then black gonna connect underneath. I want to separate this and make this group weaker to use some center moves. So my opponent wants to make the connection to completely save and eliminate the problem there. So I should play a bit differently. If I play differently, then I should let my opponent jump and split. But while my opponent is threatening there, I should gain points in the corner or upper side. So attach and extension is like a leaning attack. Hane extend. If my opponent jumps, then I plan to cut to get a lot of points first. Just extend, then that must be already a good exchange for me. So I like it. And then how should I handle? This one is the tempting option, the most tempting option. I think I should just go on this. After here, diagonal move is center, so I'm aiming for that. And even though black jumped, I can still block here later to save. Just to block here can be a good option, but I want to completely split this, so knight move first to let my opponent push, and then extend once more. Can be greedy, ideal. But as long as this cut isn't working, that's okay. Cut, then I need to extend and fight. Why not? I think I'm strong enough, so I can fight. Bending, I need to extend. This kind of stuff, you shouldn't miss it. It's like a shape point. Hane doesn't mean anything because I extend and I still leave the cutting point and my shape is okay. So that exchange worked. That I got one more step here. So the game must be okay. And my next step must be this one, to thread this group. If I play here, my opponent need to push. So I extend, my opponent need to connect, which is like nothing, is it? So I play a point-ish move and let my opponent play, non-profitable move. That is one idea. Or another idea is to block like this to split. So I just let my opponent save here, but split this group and aim to attack this after entering. Hesitating. Need to check. I think it's okay. I can play diagonal move to let black push, extend, just make the connection. As long as my group is connected like this, I'm thick. And black is still connected but has only no eye. Yeah, only got there one eye. Then the whole group is weak, is it? If I go harsh, then I need to enter. But I don't need to go harsh. So in this case, I can just take care of my weakness first, like this. Okay. And let my opponent play an extra move to save, making the connection. But then I can come back to this. Okay. This is the way how I control it, manage it. Since I must have more points than my opponent, 4 corners, is it? I also collect points here while doing this fight, so don't need to be hurry. Black blocked here to make the connection and aiming the weakness in the corner, I suppose. To do something in the corner can be scary. So if I'm worrying about this, I should play one hane because it's so big. I can push if in case black tanuki. If black blocks, then I don't need to worry much about this anymore. So I can free to thread something here. Where does it look like the proper way to thread? My first intuition was this, but since after black makes the connection, there's no big deal. So maybe this area isn't really thin as much as what I thought. Okay, the second idea is this, but also after blocking, no big deal. I don't want to make things complicated, but it seems that I need to do something here. This one, now I'm gonna move attach and hane. If it works as planned, then it should be okay, but just push, extend, push like a couple of times and thread a bit. It's a bit lukewarm. I want to go a little bit further. So that kind of decision is always like, scary because I need to take sort of, damage first before I make an action. I don't have much time. Entering is tempting. I don't see something clear. Okay. Should first leave it and maybe making exchanges to make it thicker. Make my group thicker. Just like Sente.
초읽기를 시작합니다.
I want to do something. It's so tempting to do something, so I should do. That is a bit too much, it looks, but why not? So this attach means that if black just goes out, then I can play diagonal move to look for making connection or separating. So like that. Well, I can even push like this.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷,
Push
다섯, 여섯.
is more tempting. So I changed my mind. But if black plays just hane and hane, then can be, because it's not really powerful. Okay, that is black's like center exchanges. Black can make it. Attach once.
하나,
Then to answer here, or it's so tempting to extend since there's no
하나,
big
둘,
cut, but there
셋,
is.
넷, 다섯.
Okay, just answer smoothly. This player plays a bit differently than other Korean, Tygem players. That this player play more gentle and proper way. But we get the territory apart, I would say, because he didn't care much about points, which gave me the chance to. Oh, that's too passive. How should I start? I should
하나,
just
둘,
connect, extend.
셋.
So my opponent is planning to make this to get the second eye to be safe. But then I can connect here to threat this, which is already big enough. So black need to extend. And if black extend, then I can play this one, which makes this wise group stronger and keep making this as one eye group. Okay. Except that black has about 20 points-ish area plus this, about 10, so 30 something. But this 13, no, 12 points plus this 22, 28 should be good enough for points. That looks a bit too much. I can even connect and cut
하나, 둘,
later.
셋,
So
넷.
okay, should answer here. So black has only one eye. Black need to escape. Then while threatening, I can also take care of black's weakness too. Just capture was better than this one. Hane and connection can be tempting. Black
하나,
connect.
둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 두 번 남았습니다.
What is the right way? I think I can just cover. Then black is in
하나,
big
둘,
trouble.
셋.
Which cover is better? Okay. Because to save, black need to make this kind of bad exchanges. Let's say bad exchange because now this group on the lower side gets weaker. And even though black exchange it, black is not clearly safe because I could play this one. But to play here, it's like a big burden because my opponent may push and then do something. So I should keep this and then makes this area thicker.
셋,
So which one is the
다섯, 여섯,
most annoying way?
일곱, 여덟, 아홉.
that was a mistake. I shouldn't. After here, I can connect. But my opponent made a mistake, so I got a chance to connect here. This one is still... But I need to play here, okay, to strengthen. So you see that I connect and making this group weaker. Therefore, I can add maybe an extra move around here. And if I can add an extra move, then black decide to save. Okay, but then I can Atari, which weaken this black's group. So one to another, because my goal is not to kill one group, but winning a game. Okay, so you need to be flexible to switch your target, and the ultimate goal must be winning a game. Okay, not like making like a circus. You don't need that. Okay, white still need to block, cut, connect. So just jump. Okay. Quite interesting shape came.
둘, 셋,
To kill the whole group? Must be a bit challenging. Okay, but you know, while I'm making this group thicker, this group is also my target. So slowly, one by one, approaching this one. I could even cut.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟.
Okay, not easy. I don't have many liberties to cut. I have a connection essente or capture essente, so I should use one to another. Cut was very tempting to do. So black decide to use it. Capture or jumping. Jumping is better for
하나,
threatening the group.
셋, 넷,
So
다섯,
let me go on that.
여섯.
Capture is for saving, but this is the vital spot to threat. It's quite tough for black. Black should put it back like this. Or black is thinking about making exchanges like that. But even if black plays here, I can just connect because my group is connected. So don't need to worry much about my connection. Attach and hane, black wants to do. I suppose that's a good idea, because if I start this, then it will be a call. So I plan not to do the call. But if I step back like this, then it's like points damage. So my opponent is forcing me to get a points damage first. That's pretty good sense. Yeah, that kind of stuff is important. This player is good because this player threats that. Just made one more exchange would have been better for my opponent, but my opponent didn't, so I can do this. Atari and connection. Okay, so black should have played here first to let me enter and then exchange. Then that must be much more painful. So this one is a bit less painful.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 두 번 남았습니다.
Expected call threat, but it's not really a call. Okay, can connect. My opponent connects, I answer. But if black connects now, right away, I don't need to. That must be like a mistake. If black does it,
하나,
black should leave it.
둘,
Black should
셋,
move it right away.
넷,
Because when black connects, I may cut
여섯,
and do the capturing rates right away. So okay, black does it. But no, that is a mistake. I can cut and that can finish
하나,
the game. Okay, because black need to extend. And I could bring this to kill directly, but to make sure I would Atari to increase the number of liberties, my liberties first, and I can come back to this. Okay, Atari once more, and then come back. This one looks possible. Okay, so when the game goes in to the edge like this, then the reading ability is important. That you should be able to read things out. Like even if black blocks, white can play here, so black has fewer number of liberties than black, so can kill. Then it means that
둘,
these 3 liberties must be increased.
다섯,
Okay, but it's not easy.
일곱, 여덟,
Black may Atari and wedge like this to threat something, but it doesn't change. So this exchange also doesn't increase the number of liberties, so that should be the end of the story. Okay, so I initially tried to attack this group, failed, but I got the other one, so
다섯,
won the game.
여섯,
It's because black's group
여덟,
become a bit thin. So still cannot be increased more than 3. So it is most
하나,
likely over.
둘, 셋, 넷,
So this was 10 minutes and 20 second 3 times game.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Okay. My opponent doesn't want to resign yet. I can attach to kill.
하나, 둘,
Okay, let's do it. Even if it is sent there, it doesn't change much. Okay. Black wants to do exchanges and then something, but okay. So that kind of stuff is like the fixed form that you need to memorize it, not trying to find a solution during the game, but you just know it in advance, so you do it
하나,
like a knowledge.
셋, 넷,
This is the only option for
다섯,
black,
여섯, 일곱,
but then I can
여덟,
enter and
아홉,
squeeze
열.
it. So pip once. Black gonna answer.
마지막입니다.
Because it is vital point, one need to enter. But after that, just remove the liberties from the outside. Then black has only a few liberties, only like 3.
마지막입니다.
That is not
하나,
possible.
둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯,
My opponent is really trying everything out. Okay, that is like the problem that I face it, and you too, when you play games on the online Go servers, then people often do not
마지막입니다.
want to resign and
하나, 둘,
continue playing.
셋, 넷,
It's a pity.
다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Can you hear the The sound, it's a good sound. Okay, my opponent's out, and I review. I can review directly. Okay, so my opponent started very properly, which was good. Okay, and then I approach once, and here, this one is considered as like a mistake, because after this one, black need to play an extra move right away, like this. But if black doesn't, then like what I said, something may come. And here, always this one, but why cannot do this right away? Because that two stones are weak. And when black plays here, attach does look like the right one for escaping, but it makes black's area thicker, so, and eliminate that option, so it's not a good idea. So that's why white goes out like this. And just right after, my opponent need to play but didn't, then no reason to respond to your opponent's reaction. In your real life, if someone asks a question that, oh, where are you going? How are you doing? Or the weather is good or something like that. If someone asks, then you feel like that you need to respond. But in this game of Go, you shouldn't. You should go on your way. Okay, I play pincer. How would you react it? Then you can just say, no, I don't want to, because it is working. And this is really powerful. In case black connects, white can push. So that's the problem. We can already feel that white can just keep pushing. Especially in this case, white can even just kill the three stones. So that's a problem. So that's why black played here. And even now, black need to go down. But black doesn't want to find a solution in this passive way. So that's why black played here to let me answer in an ugly way. But taking corner is so big.
대구 신청이 왔습니다.
By this
대구
one,
신청이 왔습니다.
okay, there are so many people who ask me to
대구
play.
신청이 왔습니다.
I should say no. Okay, when white blocks it, then white's this blocking move itself is already a lot of points. But this black's bending move doesn't make any point. Is it? So while my opponent is playing non-point move, I block and make point move. Then you can just believe that, oh, I'm leading this game by points. But my opponent has something like this. Okay, I leave it, make this here. Probably I should not use this much anymore. Okay, or maybe after this one just entering, because this one after attach black can atari to this direction. When I saw first time this move, I was surprised because it doesn't look like the right one. But it is the better one, because after this, white still need to go down and black just leave it. So you see the difference between this and actual game. If it was not here but on the other direction like actual game, then later, like what I did, I can exchange like that. That exchange is all painful, and I have some center moves. This attach is also center too. But if it is not like that, but here, then after this, I cannot use it. If I play only this atari, then black's this shape is better than the other one, because it is a ponnuki shape. So instead of this one, I need to go out. Is it? But then my opponent follows. I still need to go out like this, but cannot go like this. It's not working, so I need to bring the group out like that, but then atari. Need to capture atari once and connect. Then this A, B or Miai. Now white is in trouble. Black, it's all connected. Shape is bad, but who cares? It's working. Black can go out to A or B anyway. So that's why it is a new move. Okay, here and here. Then it is better for black. So please do not use it. Okay. But my opponent didn't update that knowledge, so let me play this one. And here I came in order to come close. And when black plays here, my opponent just wants to have this exchange. So before this, I attach it here after exchange. It's because if black goes out, then I plan to cut. Then my opponent connects, I can atari to make this group very weak and rescue that too. So black doesn't have thickness. If black doesn't have thickness, then black gave me a corner point and no thickness, so it's good for me. Okay, so that's why my opponent just tenuki, but this is big. Okay, so I was happy with it. I wouldn't exchange. And after entering, okay, if I just attach, then my opponent would, okay, ideal way for my opponent must be this one. Then, oh, it's so good, is it? Black doesn't need to worry about this and collect a lot of points, break my area. I got this, but it's not very useful. So that's why I decide not to attach and give it. Okay, so first leading attack, my opponent had to play one hane and then jump, but just extend, so it gives me one more move that I can go here. So black jumped anyway, but I have this stone, so it was better. And I play knight move because in case I just block, my opponent may cover. But still I worried that after exchange, if my opponent plays this one and cut, okay, this one and cut, then I must extend, and this is a fight. Okay, this fight can be a bit scary. But my opponent didn't, just played one hane, then it means that my opponent had a chance to play this one, but instead of playing here to give a full pressure, my opponent played only this. So I jumped, okay, and this is the shape. So that's why I gain more space like that. Connection was a bit slow, but my opponent was pretty calm type player, pretty rare to meet. Those type of players in Tygem. Okay, and here I could have entered already, but my group is thin, and I'm leading this game by points, so I don't need to. Okay, so I play here and aiming to do this. Okay, so my opponent played here and exchange once because I was afraid that if I tenuki, then later my opponent can enter here. Then I cannot block because this is so painful. So I need to play like this one. Then this kind of stuff can be more scary. So that's why I made this exchange. So later when my opponent enters, I can just block to give this. That one stone is okay. Okay, so that's why. And attach, I shouldn't do. Okay, if it was my real game, I wouldn't do. Probably just push. Just push, block, then the cut is severe. Jump, then attach. It should be good enough, but I want to do something. So I attach it, but I was afraid just right after that, oh, what if my opponent plays just double hane? Double hane must be not working because white can cut and do something. But after this, to squeeze like this doesn't mean much. Because black takes ponnukis and making everything, my group's thinner. So no, I cannot do. So maybe I could connect and split it. But then how can I rescue this? It's unclear. So I quickly read this, but after cut, black can throw in. Okay, throw in Atari, then not working. So it doesn't look like the working shape, so I shouldn't do. It should be a overplay mistake. Okay, but my opponent got scared and played this one. There was ahead of 2 stones. My opponent didn't hit. So extend, capture was cleaner shape, but didn't. Okay, so round, and then my opponent said that let me save. Then you shouldn't say that, oh no, I won't let you save right away. Then black can play like this one to bring the group out, which makes things complicated. Okay, so you should leave it and touch this part, okay, to make this group thinner. But I was afraid that my opponent can push here. Then I need to play this one. I can still threat this group like this or here, but then this can be sent there to save. So I was worried about that. But anyway, still black is in trouble. Connect. Okay, while black is spending turn for saving this, I got a chance to attack the other group. And just step back, and then okay. Cut was a overplay. Black had to play this one to make the connection. Black didn't, and game ended. So this game, I think my opponent played in a very proper style, which is good. Reading, okay. And the game was already okay for white since white had many points, and the game become good for me already because of this one. And the reason why I got the lead of this game is because I knew this one. My opponent didn't know, so knowledge is so important. Okay, after a long time, I start this game again. I hope you enjoyed and learned a lot. See you next time. Bye bye.